Hello, Instagram. Hi, everybody. Hopefully, I have a connection. Waiting for... Hi, there is everybody. Hello, you guys. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Hazel164. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys, having community, even if it's an online community, is so important right now. Connecting with humans it's just so important right now. Hi, Wendy and Melina, Eileen, Dancing Wind, Dancing River. I love that name. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Anna. Oh my gosh. You guys, I cannot tell you how grateful I am for humans. Connection. I'm jumping on because, hi, Susie. I just wanted to connect to people from all over the world. Like, I just feel like there is so much internal transformation happening right now, and feeling alone in it is the last thing we should be doing. Hi, Paula, my love. It's the last thing we should be doing. God, you guys know that I talk about this all the time. This, like, energetic transformation that we're going through. I just don't believe that it can be talked about enough. Hi, Yoga Joe Guy. I mean, it's literally no joke. Hey, Phil, I just sent you a message. I can't figure out how to download my videos on Instagram anymore. So I was messaging you. Are you on a flight? Are you traveling back home? I love you. Let me know if you want to jump on. I'll bring you in real quick. Dude, every day I'm like, is this really happening? Are we really going through this? Like, it's surreal to me because, you know, sorry. It's surreal to me that we kind of, we know what's going on the planet. We know what we're doing here. But like, when you actually are going through like these deep energetic transformations and shifts, it's next freaking level. Like, it's there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. And you know what's so interesting is there's so much that can pull us right now from present moment. There's so much that can pull us from, going inward and just recognizing, honoring, feeling, transforming that moment of going from caterpillar to butterfly almost, and it just happens. It's just over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. It's never ending. It's just never freaking ending. It's crazy. This is, I see everything and like, it's so good. I agree. It's like there's this flipping inside out feeling. But, none of us get out of this sort of alive kind of feeling where it's like, it's inevitable to not be experiencing in one way or another energetic shifts. An energetic shift is, all that means is that there is an awareness of emotion. There is an awareness of thought form. The thought form is energy. Emotion is energy. A behavior you do is energetic, right? Everything that is experienced on this planet is energetic. And everything, think about this for a second, everything that you are experiencing energetically can only be experienced through the body. Oh, sorry. Can you guys hear now? Can you hear me now? My sound is off? I'm not covering up my microphone. There's no sound. I'm not covering up my microphone. Is it back? You guys can hear me? Okay. Okay, so think about this for a second. Okay, so every emotion that moves through you is energy. Every behavior you do is energetic. Every thought form that you have is energetic. Every back and forth connection that you have with someone is energetic. Every experience you have is energetic, and it all moves through your body. Every moment of every day there is an energetic interaction between you and the external world, you and your internal world. And what is so profound and insane and courageous about being on this planet, and especially being on this planet right now, is that when you move into, which is what's happening to every single physical form out there, human body, when you move through an evolution, a transformation, which is naturally what's occurring, you move from old to new, or what was to what is. There's a constant movement. There's a constant change all the time. And what's happened for many, many, many years, thousands of years, is that natural transformation that we're designed to move through has been thwarted, or is thwarted even a word? It's been blocked like a dam by humans, consciousnesses, energies, whatever you want to call it, so that we don't move through and into these more quantum, energetic humans that we have always been designed to be on the planet. So stay with me for a second, okay? So for thousands of years, there has been a block in the human body moving into its highest potential, or its natural state of being, which is flow, peace, joy, balancing of the divine masculine to divine feminine, abundance, flow, presence, okay? These are all the natural states of a consciousness experiencing the human journey. It's how we are designed to be. We were like this millions of years ago, okay? And we are all moving into that natural state again. However, there has been a block against us transforming or shifting or moving. You can imagine this block like a dark kind of shadow or cloud that's come over the planet and the human experience, that has convinced the human, or tried to pull the human out of the physical body. Okay, so pulling the awareness while you're in here that you're human, right? Pulling that awareness out of body, which, remember, everything happens in the body. The evolution happens in the body. So if we are here to evolve into, which is right here, right now in the body, who we have always been as these multidimensional, quantum, grounded, embodied humans. We have to be able to be in the body. So these energies, whatever this is, humans, these systems they've pulled us out of our body. And how do they do that? They convince us that everything is outside of us. Okay, because our deepest power is within. So they've convinced us that we need something external. We need them. We need systems. We need, everything we need to survive is outside of us. There's this interesting thing I thought, well, I don't want to go on a side tangent. So when we come back into our bodies, when we are pummeled, when we are brought to our knees, when we feel so much pain, so much suffering, when we feel something so deeply we think we're going to die, that is you breaking free. That is you literally cutting the imprisonment of the external world, the imprisonment of these systems that are around us that have convinced us that we're not safe to feel, that we have to feel only certain things, that we have to think certain things, that we should do this, that we should do that. The deep, deep programming is this heavy, heavy blanket that has been over the planet for thousands of years that is lifting right now. Why is it lifting? Because there is so much light on the planet, coming onto the planet, that the blanket of heaviness that has been on us, it cannot stay. It can't stay. It's starting to like almost dissolve. And when that blanket starts to dissolve, guess what happens? The awareness that you are is thrown back, pummeled back into the body. Every situation, every experience, every person, every relationship, everything is pummeling you back into the body. Because our most powerful state is being inside the body. Guess what's happening to so many of us, and what has been happening to so many of us for thousands of years? Numbing out. 5-second reels, 10-second TikToks, 30-second visuals. These things pull you out. They give you a stimulus that is outside of you. Why? Because anything that can distract you from absolute stillness is going to continue to disempower you. The most empowered state that you can be in is quiet and stillness. That's why it's the most difficult thing to do. And why is that the most empowered state? Because when you are quiet, when you are in stillness, when you shut the fuck up for a second and just sit with whatever's arising within you, then you start realizing, you start feeling, you start realizing all the different thought forms. You start realizing how fast you want to get out of that stillness. You start realizing how attached you are to certain things, right? There's an awareness. The light starts to pop on. When that light starts to pop on, you're in the body. You're alive now. And it's loud and obnoxious, right? And it's like, get me out of here. What do we do when we want to get out of what's arising, the obnoxiousness of the thoughts and the emotions and all that? We go out. You know, we go and there's all the different stimuli out there, which is fine. It's necessary. It's a beautiful part of the human experience, right? But if we are doing that to numb, right? If you end one relationship and jump into another relationship, if you find yourself ending a relationship and then immediately starting to text somebody else so that you can get distracted, you know, if you are constantly using food in order to numb yourself, if you are if you are, whatever it is, you know, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Only you know what it is that you may be using to distract yourself. And again, there's nothing wrong with distracting ourselves. It's absolutely necessary because of how intense it is in this physical evolution that we're going through. So it's okay that we're doing what we're doing right now. But I can promise you, no matter who you are, and no matter what's arising in your life or what's occurring in your life, nobody that is on the path of awareness, awakening, alertness, meaning I'm aware of what's happening, nobody goes through it without going into some deep, deep crevices of their physical body. Why? Because it is the physical body. It's the physical body that is holding everything. It's the physical body that holds the programming. It's the physical body that holds the trauma. It's the physical body that holds the thought forms. The physical body meaning the brain, the mind. Where do you think thought forms are? Out there? No, they're inside you. Thought forms are inside. But the more that they can keep you distracted, oh, look at this agenda. Oh, look at that agenda. Here's something I want to say about these agendas that are unraveling. All the different agendas that are going to continue to unravel out there in the external world. The most important freedom that we could possibly have is the freedom within our own being. Unless you are living off the land, unless you have your own water, you have your own electricity, you have your own food, and you have your own financial system that you have access to your money and nobody else. If you're getting water from some It's from the outside world, i.e. your city, your government. If you're getting electricity from your city, if you're getting food from a grocery store, if you're getting water, I think I already said water, from somewhere else, if you're getting heat from, the city, you're not free. Period. So in order for us, people are not going to like this. This is going in a completely different direction, but this is why it's so important to break free within yourself right now. Before you try to break out of all these external systems, all these people, everybody thinks that they are, that we're breaking out of the matrix. It's like, do you realize what that means to break out of the matrix? You realize that you have to have your own free source of water, your own free source of electricity, your own free source of heat, your own free source of food, your own free source of money. Until then, you are imprisoned in the systems. And so this is part of the massive evolutionary shift in human consciousness, the reality of that. And to be able to recognize this is a tedious process that we're going through. This is not just an overnight, oh boom, we're just going to be in some new earth, and heaven on earth is going to be here right now. We are controlled, right? We are controlled until we, first of all, are internally free. That is the most important thing. How do you become internally free? Nothing that you feel, nothing that you think, nothing that occurs within you, and nothing that occurs without you, you're afraid of any longer. You can stand in all of it. You can be in all of it, no matter how rough it is, no matter how intense it is. You don't numb out anymore. I don't feel anything. Everything just seems to be okay in my life. I'm fine. Right? Everything's well. It's like, no. Everybody's got some deep, deep shit that wants to be seen and looked at. First and foremost, we have to come back into that place. I'm sorry, but we do, which is where everybody is being brought into, but nobody wants to go. I'm right there with you. I don't want to go in. Right? But the greatest, the most peaceful humans on the planet right now are the ones that went into the deepest crevices of their being. So we get distracted by, oh my God, the fires in Canada. Like, have you been in Northern California? They've been starting fires forever. They've been shutting off our electricity just because they want to. What are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Like, these agendas are here to distract us. They're here to distract us from breaking free within ourselves. I promise you. I promise you. And the more we get distracted by these agendas, the more that we argue about these agendas, the more that we, get riled up about these agendas, the farther we are from ourselves. The more we can be humble about what we're in, keeping our hearts open, recognizing what is happening on the planet. How can you make a difference with your heart open? How can you make a difference in the external world and in your internal world? How can you juggle both? People are trying to figure out, like, what's coming next, or what do we do next? Is this the next whatever? This isn't about looking at the world with a half empty glass of water. This is about recognizing that it's truly about recognizing what we're actually in. This massive shift on the planet, breaking out of these systems that control every single one of us. You're controlled if you pay for electricity. You're controlled if you pay for food. You're controlled if your money is in a bank. You're controlled if you pay for heat. You're controlled if you pay for water. You're controlled. And the more that we can be okay with, like, let's at least start there. Then we're starting from a very humble place of holy shit. Let's really look at what we're in. If this is really this process is really that intense, which it is, then what can I do? What can I do right now? Every opportunity is an opportunity to serve somebody else. Every opportunity meaning every moment, is an opportunity to serve somebody else. Every opportunity is a moment for you to continue to come back to wholeness. Every moment is an opportunity to recognize how you are being distracted. How are you being distracted? Every opportunity is an opportunity for you to realize how courageous you are and how courageous everybody else is out there. Every moment of every day is an opportunity to have compassion for yourself and compassion for others. Every moment of every day is an opportunity to stop creating a divide and playing in the fear. Every moment of every day is an opportunity to recognize that you came onto the planet in the physical form you are in order to go through this exact moment in time, this massive what in the fuck evolution and consciousness, which means that we have to realize that as much as we don't want to recognize that we are controlled deeply right now. And what they don't have control over is your mind. Right? They don't have control over your mind if you keep going in, if you keep battling the demons within you, if you keep standing up, if you keep showing up in the fire of your own life, if you stop running from pain, stop running from what you don't want to see within you, stop running from what you don't want to feel, stop trying to find other people to try to save you, stop trying to find other systems to try to save you. Realizing that in the absolute now moment, in stillness, in presence, is where you find yourself, is where the highest expression of you and this entire world is. Every moment of every day is an opportunity to realize that heaven on earth is right here, right now, no matter how controlled we still are, or because we are. Every moment of every day is gifting you the opportunity to find gratitude. To find gratitude. To realize how precious this life is. If we, this, what we are in, you guys, first of all, you already know. I'm just telling you, I'm just reminding you of what you already know. I'm reminding you of what you already know. But it's no joke. Man, it takes courage to be in this. It takes so much courage. But we are here to break free. Not necessarily breaking free. I don't give a shit that we're still in the systems. The greatest gift that we can give ourselves first is breaking free within our own being. We're not controlled any longer by the external world, which means that we are who we are. We speak our truths. We experience every emotion. We show up for life. We look at all of the thought forms. We stop judging ourselves. We stop complaining about things. We stop being in the victim state. We stop believing that we're not worthy or insecure or supposed to be living in lack. Right? We come into this state of beingness that's found in stillness that literally burns all of that away. The more that the external world, these systems that be, this isn't this is real. There are energies out there that are convincing the human that they're not worthy, that they're insecure, that they need to be in lack, that they need to be in suffering, that they need to feel afraid in the world, that there constantly needs to be a fight and a divide. There's energies on the planet in human bodies that are going to continue to convince humanity of this. Over and over and over again. And the way that we get through this is first and foremost breaking free inside. Literally screaming, get the fuck out of my way. Get the fuck out of my way. Literally, get the fuck out of my way. I will feel all of this. Excuse my language. I'm sorry if children are watching. But get out of my way. What else do I need to see? What else do I need to feel? What else do I need to look at? Keep showing me I'm not going to run. I'm not going to hide. Stop running. Stop hiding. Stop pretending. Stop playing small. Stop acting like you've got it all together. Stop being anything other than who you are for every single fucking person in your life. Stop trying to placate to other people. Stop trying to fit into what other people think or want you to be. Stop trying to do certain things so that you fit into a certain group. Stop all of that. Stop all of it. That is us playing small so that we can continue to be controlled. It's a very, very controlled, disempowered, programmed state of being that we were born into, that our ancestors were born into, and that we're breaking free out of. And I'm telling you, it is the most courageous time on this planet. It is the most courageous time on this freaking planet. Go into your heart. Open your heart up so wide that no matter who hurts you, no matter what people say, you don't close your heart anymore. You don't close off to the world. You don't close off. The more you hurt, the more pain you courageously allow yourself to feel. I hope to God, my prayer is that you keep opening your heart even more. You don't numb. That you know that as deep as you go, with whatever's arising right now, as deep as you go, as much as you think you're going to die or burn up or not make it through, I'm telling you that is creating the warrior within you. That is creating the master in you. That is you stepping into your godliness right now. Right now. In fact, the more that you think you're going to break, the more you think you can't go through it, the more powerful you are becoming. The more we realize this world has nothing on us. These systems have nothing on us. These fear propaganda and agendas have nothing on us. People that want to hurt you have nothing on you. All the pain that you're going through has nothing on who you actually are. Nothing. The suffering that you may be in, the strife, the back and forth, all of the I can't make decisions, I don't know what to do, I'm not worthy. These things are fucking stories that have been literally thrown down your throat for thousands of years. And the only way through it, the only way through this is to feel it. You've got to feel how unworthy you think you are. You've got to feel how insecure you think you are. You've got to feel how in lack you believe yourself to be. You've got to feel how much suffering you're resisting in this now. You've got to feel how badly you want to get out of what you're in. You've got to feel how much you're trying to get somebody else's approval. You've got to feel how deeply you're trying to change yourself so somebody else can love you or like. You got to feel it because it's in the body. You got to feel it freaking all. And it will bring you to moments where you think that you're not going to be able to get through it. This is you becoming God, the God that you have always been. This is you becoming the badass freaking human that you are here to be. This is all about literally breaking out of the matrix, which is not necessarily at this time breaking out of all these systems you're in. There's many people that are living free off the land, right? And that's amazing. And this planet will find themselves free again, physically free, meaning free from the governments controlling us. But until then, do what is being required of the human. What's being required of the human right now is to get into your body and feel everything, breaking free within yourself. And knowing that you're not alone. You're not alone in this. There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing. This is the evolution. This is the shift in consciousness. This is it. And I don't know about you, but there are moments where it can, if you're going in, it can feel like you're not going to make it. There are moments that you will feel like you are not going to make this. Let that be a sign that you're stepping into your God essence, your wholeness. Let it be a sign that you're doing it. You're freaking doing it. The anxiety that you have, let it be an indication of how afraid you are to just be in your body. That's it. I was on an airplane yesterday, flying to Hawaii. And I had this anxiety come over me. That was so insane and so intense that I was literally having this scenario of like, okay, if I start to die because I can't breathe anymore, I'll probably just try to walk up to a flight attendant and maybe they'll put some oxygen mask on me or call the paramedics, pull me out. We didn't take off yet, right? And I was like having this like vision of what was going to happen as I was literally like not able to breathe and like going to pass out and then perhaps die. Because the anxiety was so intense, and I couldn't catch my breath. And I was like, close your eyes, Lori, like slow down. Just slow down. Right? So anxiety is not wanting to be in the body. Anxiety is feeling things that scare the fuck out of you, and you may not even know what it is that you're feeling. Anxiety is showing you the fear that we still have by just being present in the body. And anxiety is going to continue to sort of increase because of the amount of light that is being flooded into your body right now. The amount of light that is being flooded into your body is going to perpetuate your greatest transformation if you allow it. It's going to gift you with the greatest things. The greatest love, the greatest abundance, the greatest job, the greatest place to live, the greatest, meaning the thing that's most fulfilling to you. Because let me tell you something. We don't deserve to be in suffering any longer. And that's one of the reasons why you are so courageous, is because you are going first in this evolution. You are on the front line showing humanity that the state of suffering that we have just allowed to be our natural state is not what we are designed to be in. We're not designed to be in the state of suffering that so many of us just accept. We're here on the front lines to go first, to show humanity that we can step out of programming. We can step out of lack, disempowerment, insecurity, unworthiness, fear, settling for because ... That is such, it's not true. It's not how you're designed to live on this planet. It's not how any of us are designed to live on this planet. And you're a freaking rock star and a badass for going first. For standing up and then falling back down. Standing up, falling back down. Standing up, falling back down. Continuing to keep going. You're putting one foot in front of the freaking other. You're not numbing out. You're not blaming things on other people. You're courageously speaking your truth over and over and over again, no matter what or how it may hurt other people. Right? You're continuing to show up.
You're literally waking up every freaking day. You are feeling more than you've ever felt. You're recognizing deep, deep thought forms that were passed down to you, trying over and over again, 1,000 times a day, to reprogram the mind of yours that's trying to continue to convince you that you're less than, that you're unworthy, that you don't deserve, blah, blah, blah. And you're finding yourself falling back into old programs, old patterns, because it's so comfortable, and yet deep down you know that it's not who you are. So you're pulling out your hair because you know that you are here to be so much more, and yet the programming is so intense on the human journey and on this planet that you continue to go back to the old ways because it's comfortable. Keep going. An entire planet needs you. Keep going. There is nothing wrong with you. There never has been. This is not going to be easy. This is going to require more courage than you have ever mustered up. Lean into the people that are around you, that support you, that love you, that allow you to be all of you. Let people go that are not supposed to be in your life. Allow people in that only unconditionally love and accept you. Don't fall for any shenanigans of a wolf in sheep's clothing. Be all of you as often as you can. Express yourself. Feel. Let yourself feel like you are literally a schizophrenic. Numb out if you need to, but be conscious that you're numbing out. We are in the most profound, miraculous time on this planetary's history. And it starts inside you. It starts inside me. It starts inside, not out there. Every single outside agenda that's going to continue as we move into the rest of this year. The next 6 months, I can promise you, is going to continue to pull you out of the body. Agenda after agenda. Watch. The next 6 months will be some of the most rattling times. Not in terms of what's actually happening out there in the external world, okay? But the intense distraction. The intense distraction. You want to know how we can change this world immediately? Each human body goes into stillness and sits in stillness. If we didn't give attention and focus to all these agendas that were arising, there would be nothing that these systems, that these the one world government, the families that are controlling us right now, they wouldn't have anything to do. If we sat in our godliness, it's like being in a playground and a bully comes up to you and wants to pick a fight with you, or wants to talk shit about you to other kids in the playground. And you're like, stop that. That's ridiculous. That's evil. That's this, that's that, right? And you're giving it energy, and it's like, I got you. But if you just sat on the playground and were in stillness, in your godness, in your wholeness, with your heart wide open, feeling everything, saying, come on, bring it. You got nothing on me. It's not me. You can't control me. You can't destroy me. You can't, whatever. It is what it is. Let's go. The bully wouldn't know what to do. It would get louder and louder and louder. It would get right in your mother freaking face. It would start pulling your clothes off. It would start trying to do everything it possibly could to get your attention. And the master stays in stillness. The master stays in its body. The master stays with its breath. The master knows that nothing in the external world can steal its peace. That's what you're training for. That is what you are training for, my friend, is to be the master in all of this chaos and to stop giving so much freaking attention to all the different agendas that are happening out there on the planet, because they're going to unravel and they're going to try to get your attention, and they're going to continue to try to get your attention. Yeah. Find your stillness. Find it. Where are you? Right here. Oh. Are you watching?
I love you. No, I'm just listening. Chills. Full body chills.
Oh. That's it, you guys. Sweet baby Jesus. I love you guys for being here. I'm going to go play. I'm going to go be. Remember, please, please, please remember. Everything is training you to be the master that you came here to be. Please. The more focus you give in that external world, turn it around and give it back to you. Any focus that takes you away from being safe, from knowing you're safe. Anything that pulls you out, come back in. We save the world by first saving ourselves, by realizing that we're none of it, and then we can stand in these fires, whatever fire you're in. We are literally consciousness in human form, learning that we're masters and we always have been. Nothing can pull you out of that. I love you. I'll save this.